plant feeding day, I have prepared a solution of NPK 19-19-19. Ideal is of course organic manure, but this being rainy season, it is difficult to handle organic manure. If I get cow dung powder, it will be wet and smelling a lot and not suitable for city homes. For city homes, in rainy season, the best would be to use these, even though it is not the ideal. You have to use either vermicompost, cow dung, and I also use neem cakes. All those are used during sunny season, but in rainy season, there's a lot of limitations. Of course, you can process home waste using bokashi bucket, but again, all those things will be quite smelly in the rainy season. So I am using for this simple one NPK mixture 19-19-19. I have prepared it here and I will be pouring it to the plants. This was the yam plant growing again after the initial round. The initial round had wilted away and this is the second round. And I am pouring for this grapevine. I had replanted the stump of this grapevine. You can see red amaranth plants here. This is a moringa plant growing up from seeds. Here you have good curry leaves plants. Again amaranth here, another amaranth. This is a Chinese potato plant. No, very small, it has not grown much. Okra. Again okra. Red amaranth, you can see weeds also there. Red amaranth. Oh, the plant in that pot has wilted away. Okra and red amaranth. Again, new seedlings of green amaranths. I like to thin them out a bit too much in number. The plants in this pot are growing better. Again, too much, I like to thin them. Thinning is always a painful affair because good growing plants you have to pull out. Moreover, during that process, you might damage the roots of the plants which you are retaining also. Now I have finished a little bit of NPK. I'll have to finish off the remaining solution also, but before that I'll tell you another. This is NPK 0050. This is different. NPK 0050 means it's only potassium, that is K. This is meant for flowering and fruiting. I'll not give this for the plants which I have shown you now because they have not reached the flowering range. When there are plants which are in the flowering range, this will be useful because many of my plants used to just flower and then there won't be any fruits. So that is taken care of by using this potassium. I use this because it enhances flowering as well as fruiting. Now I am getting a little bit of fruits because of this. Otherwise I was using only NPK, and then what happened was that plenty of flowers, or sometimes not even flowers, only leaves. Nitrogen is meant for leaves and vegetative growth. while potassium is meant for flowering and fruiting. That's the difference. So for the newer plants, I'll give NPK, and for the plants which are already into flowering, I'll give potassium. Instead of this potassium, you can give ash, wood ash, but I don't have access to that at the moment. Occasionally I do buy wood ash online and then give it, but this is easier for a city home, most of the time easily available. If you have a lot of wooden twigs in your courtyard going waste, and if you are in the habit of burning them, then you can certainly use it for manure and save money. But that is not so much of an environment friendly method, because you will introduce a little bit of pollution into the air. Burning is not an ideal thing. Or maybe better one environmentally it would be to compost it. For that also, in city homes there will be limitations. One option for simple composting is using vegetable waste composting using bokashi buckets and such things, which I also plan to do. Always there will be some smell for the processed waste, that you'll have to bear with it. In general, it is supposed to be much less than simple rotting of vegetables in the courtyard. You'll have to take a little bit of care and extra effort, then it will be good for you. I have to finish this bucket. I have not finished it. These are cauliflower plants, you can see, grown from stem cuttings, I would say, from the original plant. This is also cauliflower. You can also see a sweet potato plant here. It's growing upwards because I don't have a horizontal space. This is vertical gardening using a pipe, wiring pipe for sweet potato. For amaranth plants, red amaranth, this is my layered cauliflower plant. That is probably not a success, failure I would say. In spite of plant growing so much, there is no cauliflower. This stem is that of a curry leaves plant. This is bitter gourd, and that is again curry leaves. Red amaranth, okra plant, again curry leaves. Red amaranth, okra. This is again part of that failure of that cauliflower plant. No luck so far. This is a new bitter gourd plant coming up. There are flowers, and there is one bitter gourd, tiny one, for which I had put a cover, but it has not succeeded well. It is not growing. So maybe I'll have to supplement potassium for this plant. After finishing this NPK, I'll come back and give some potassium for that plant. This is another orange plant which has been here for so many years but yet to fruit. Again curry leaves plant. I'll give a little more extra here. Whatever remaining I'll just pour for these two. Now I'll have to go back and get the back here. Filling the pot, not the pot, bucket. This time I am going to fill only a little bit because I have only scarce supply of potassium, so I'll use only a small part of it. I think this will be enough. I'll keep the camera fixed here so that I can open this potassium. Bear with me, I'll take 1 minute. Oh, the phone fell into the water. I don't know whether it is still there. Anyway, I am stopping the live stream because that was a real accident. I hope my phone is not damaged.